So I'm posing this question to all of you. Can you tell me why certification is important?
So yeah, I think as Letty were touched on it a little bit earlier, certification I think is important for future opportunities, but more importantly, it tells people at all the right places. So if you're looking to study further, the universities want to know that you have at least a base of knowledge. Um, and you have abilities and you've got skills, you've got competencies that you can meet. So it is a step that gets you to where you want to go. So if matric is the first step, then university or college becomes the next step for most people. And then employment becomes the following step, So in order for you to move from one step to the other, then certification becomes very important. But we acknowledge at Siyavula that you can't do that by yourself. You do need additional resources that can help you along the way. We know, for instance, with second chances, that if they're not with a private college, they're doing this by themselves. So they're on the journey by themselves, and it can be really lonely. So it is important to then find resources such as Siyavula, which is a digital math and science practice program that second chancers can then use on their journey to complete their matric certification.
Absolutely. And just to expand on what Nosipho has said, first in relation to a certificate being an important, you know, signal to employers, most entry-level jobs require at least a matric certificate. So if you're not able to go to a college or university and you want to get your foot into the door, you want to start being an active member in the labor market, then for entry-level jobs, you are required to have a matric certificate. And on the point of resources, it's really important that young people do then have access to resources that are accessible. So it's not a matter of simply having resources, but resources that don't cost data to a young person. And I'm so glad that Nosipho is here to talk about Siyavula, because I know that they are one of the resources that are really accessible to young people.
I'll just add on that. I think that my colleagues have, very well said what I've been thinking. Um, Resources are extremely important. When I wrote my matric year, I'll go into it in a bit more detail, but you cannot do these things without access to resources because you don't have a teacher anymore to guide you. You've literally just got resources, especially if you're not at a private college or an institution. So you're going to rely on these resources like Zero, like textbooks, like past papers. So yeah, access to these resources is extremely important. You're right.